Greetings, interwebs. Happy Father's Day. Today I wanted to cover a few nuggets of wisdom that were passed down by my great father. He's still alive, but yeah, he's still awesome. You know, DFTBA was made for my father. No, anyway. First one is, don't cut the power cords when they're plugged in. Yeah, what? I was like 10 years old. Come on. And very curious. And one day I decided to go in and cut a power cord. What I wanted to do was test the hypothesis that the rubber that was on the pair of pliers would actually protect you from the 110 volts that were coming through the line. It does protect you, but it doesn't necessarily protect you from the wrath that comes from an angry father when he fears that you may have just died. So, yeah, don't cut the power cords when they're plugged in. It's not a good thing. Also, when people point and laugh at you, maybe they're saying good things. That was something that was very hard for me to grasp when I was growing up in high school, because I was always worried that people were pointing and laughing at me because they thought I was stupid or whatever. And then my dad said, son, what if they're pointing at you because they like you? And they're laughing because they thought of something funny you did, and it made them laugh and made them happy. And I was like, I never thought about that. And he said, sometimes it's not always about you. Maybe they're pointing at something else. That made me feel a whole lot better, and I stopped worrying so much about what everybody thought. And so, when people point at you and laugh, it doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Besides, what you should do about it, according to my dad, is smile. The thing is, if they're saying something bad and you smile, it reduces the power they have over you. It's like it takes that away from them. And if they're saying something good and you smile, then you're just showing that you appreciate it. Always consider your safety options. This is mainly for driving. You know, if you're driving down the interstate and all of a sudden a zebra just appears in front of you, falls from the sky, bam, there's a zebra. What do? You go left and hit the taco stand left of you, or do you go right and possibly hit that tree, or do you slam on your brakes and let that 40-ton semi behind you hit you? Or do you just keep going and hit the zebra? You know, what do you do? What is the least risk? And you always have to think about it. And, you know, I use this every day. And what I found out later in life is that this doesn't just apply to driving. It applies to everything. You know, everything that you do, always consider your safety options. Another one about driving is don't trust stupid people. And unfortunately, you kind of have to assume that unless you know them, they're going to drive like an idiot. For example, last night, I was coming home, and this guy in this big white truck comes screaming past me. You know, I'm doing 70, okay? And this guy comes past me like he's doing 110. Now, he's getting off on an interstate exit and smears his tires across 3 lanes of traffic because he just totally lost control. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, this guy is in a hurry to get somewhere. Somebody's been shot. Somebody's got, you know, a flagpole stuck through their leg. I don't know. You know, something. When I stop and get gas, he's right there getting a pack of cigarettes. Not even gas, just cigarettes. I guess it's kind of an emergency. Yeah. Finally, your kids are always watching you. Sounds pretty simple, right? Yeah, I never realized that my kids have eyes in the back of their head just as much as I have eyes in the back of my head. They watch me even when I'm not around. It's kind of scary and kind of cool at the same time. The way I learned that from my dad was he always does good things. He's always kind to people, and he always gives his heart. And because he does it, now I do it. And I see my girls do it all the time. It's cool. But if you do the bad things, the kids will do the bad things too. So you got to be really careful. Dad, I was always watching you and learning. And even today, I'm still learning. Like last night. I heard your voice in the back of my head. Don't trust him. I didn't. Kept my distance. I came across a father-to-son quote last night while reading Will Grayson by John Green. It made me think of us, and I really think it goes both ways. It's just father to son, but I think it goes both ways. He said, I'm so proud of you, it makes me proud of me. Dad, happy Father's Day. Thanks.